Hello, sixth graders. Welcome to sixth grade math percents lesson. Pause while you write the lesson title in your math notebook. Pause again while you write today's lesson objective in your math notebook. Today's objective is I can convert between percents and fractions by completing practice problems with 100% accuracy in multiple attempts. The Arizona standards we'll be working on today is use ratio and rate reasoning to solve mathematical problems in real-world context. Notice the pencil icon at the top of this page, meaning you need to copy this key idea into your math notebook. Writing percents as fractions. A percent is a part-to-whole ratio where the whole is 100, so you can write a percent as a fraction with a denominator of 100. So 60% equals 60 out of 100, which equals 60 over 100. The part is on the top, is the numerator. The line you can think of as the word per, and the 100 is on the bottom, so that's the denominator. So it's 60 per 100. In algebra, so that any number could be the percent, you have n% equals n over 100. Let's look at example 1. Writing percents as fractions. Letter A, write 35% as a fraction in simplest form. So we're going to take a peek at our study tip here to the left. It says equivalent fractions and percents represent the same number using different notations. So what that means is that we aren't changing the value of this, we are simply changing the way it looks. So when we write 35% as a fraction in simplest form, we start with what our key idea just showed us, changing it over to a fraction, which is 35 over 100. Now they're showing you this with base 10, a base 10 block over here as well. So they've got 100 squares, and then 35 of those are shaded. And then you simplify that. So you notice that the top and the bottom are both divisible by 5. 35 divided by 5 equals 7. 100 divided by 5 equals 20. So 35% equals 7/20. Letter B, we're going to write 100% as a fraction in simplest form. So again, we have the manipulative here to the left. We have 100 squares. They're all shaded in because it's 100%. And we write 100 over 100. That goes back to the key idea. So we're writing our fraction with the denominator of 100. And then we simplify that. 100 divided by 100 equals 1. So 100% equals 1. And we're going to write 174% as a mixed number in simplest form. A couple of ways you can do this. We're going to do it exactly the way we're shown here in Big Ideas Math. We have 2 squares with 100 squares in each of them, and one of them is completely shaded in, so that's 100, and then one of them has 74 squares shaded in. So that's 174 100ths. And then we simplify that, and we divide the top and the bottom by 2. So the numerator becomes 87, and the denominator becomes 50. And then we want to make that into a nice mixed number. So it's 1 and 37/50. So 174% equals 1 and 37/50. Another way to do this is to look at it and go back to here and say, well, I know that the 100% of this is 1, so I'm just going to put that off to the side, and then just deal with the 74% and do 74 over 100 and divide the top and the bottom by 2. 74 divided by 2 is 37. 100 divided by 2 is 50. So that was 74%. I didn't write that down. Come on. There we go. And so it's 1 and 37/50ths. So if it confuses you to deal with the improper fractions, just remember that the 100 part is already taken care of. It's a whole number. It's 1. Here's another key idea for you to write down in your notebook. Writing fractions as percents, write an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100, then write the numerator with the percent symbol. So this is going back the other direction from what we were just doing. So if we have 1/4 and we want it to be a percent, we need to make that denominator into 100. So we're going to multiply it by 25 because 4 times 25 equals 100. And if I multiply the bottom of my fraction by 25, I have to multiply the numerator by 25. And 1 times 25 equals 25. And then I know from the previous key idea that 25 over 100 equals 25%. So in example 2, we're going to practice what we just learned in our key idea. We're going to write a fraction as a percent. We're going to write 3/50ths as a percent. So we want the denominator to be 100, so we multiply that by 2. And if we multiply the denominator by 2, we have to multiply the numerator by 2. So 50 times 2 equals 100, and 3 times 2 equals 6, and that equals 6%. Sometimes you will see me show this in class as what we call the backwards Z. So I know what I want my denominator to be. I want it to be 100. So I say 50 times what equals 100, and you say times 2. And I say, well, 3 times 2 equals 6. And I draw this backwards Z in here to help you track where to go with your multiplication. And then 6/100ths equals 6%. So it's another way of showing the same thing that our book shows. Now we're going to use our knowledge for a real-life application in example 3. A drought affects 9 out of 12 Midwestern states. What percent of the Midwestern states are affected by the drought? So first of all, we simplify to make our fraction easier to deal with. So 9 out of 12 equals 3/4. And so we want a 4 on the bottom because 4 goes nicely into 100. So I'm going to show you the backwards Z that they show you off to the side here, but I'm going to show it to you the way I just showed you on the last slide. So 4 times what equals 100? 4 times 25 equals 100. And then 3 times 25 equals 75. So that equals 75% of those states. So these are the same steps that the book used. It just looks a little bit different the way I showed you. So 75% of the Midwestern states are affected by drought. Remember, you need to complete your notes in your interactive student notebook, complete your Google form questions, review your lesson if you need to, and complete your Big Ideas math assignment in your Math Spiral notebook. Submit that when it is 100% correct, and be sure you track your progress on your playlist.